are doing double duty here at the box office. I have another fight that I want to talk to you guys about that we have this weekend, and that is Adrien the Problem Broner. He's going to be fighting little known undefeated fighter Jovanie Santiago. Of course, Adrien Broner, the Problem Broner, is the favorite fighter here. Now, Jovanie Santiago is a pretty big underdog. He is an undefeated fighter. I believe he is from Puerto Rico, where other, let's say Mexico, Argentina, other places. I would say okay, uh, he doesn't have much to show. But Puerto Rico is one of the few fighting places that I do think can produce great fighters. So with that being said, let's dig right into it. Adrien the Problem Bronner versus Jovanie Santiago. Problem Bronner, not fan favorite, but highly watched in the world of boxing. He is actually one of the most viewed fighters. I mean, outside of like the Mayweathers, he's someone that draws a crowd mainly because of his controversies outside of the ring and his antics inside of the ring. So he is coming in with 33 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 24 wins coming by KO. And he's looking to get back on track. All right, Adrien Broner has not won a fight since a split decision against Adrian Granados in 2017. All right, after that he lost to Mikey Garcia. He got a majority decision against Jesse Vargas. Lost to Manny Pacquiao, and now he is going back against little known undefeated fighter Jovanie Santiago, who on his own behalf is sporting a 14-0 record. He does have 1 draw, and he has 10 wins coming by the way of knockout. He is 31 years old. He is 5'7", and he has a 70-inch reach. He is a little bit taller, and he does have the length on Adrien Broner. But does he have the speed to utilize that? I guess we'll find out, right? Let's take a look and dig a little bit deeper. He doesn't have that many wins on his record or like a big resume, but he does sport that undefeated record. So let's take a look at that screen. Adrien Broner, as I mentioned, hasn't won a fight in quite a few years. Since 2017, we are now in 2021. He's looking to end that cold spell. His last win was split decision, but before that, his win in 2016 against Ashley Theophane was by TKO. He lost to Sean Porter in 2015. He was getting shut out, and then he did drop Porter in the 12th round to kind of make things interesting. He has wins against Carlos Molina, but it seems to me every time Broner steps up, he seems to come out a little short. Whereas Jovanie Santiago, on the other hand, he is undefeated, but he has no one on his record worth mentioning. His last fight was in, I believe, the Dominican Republic against a 16-0 fighter who had a home, let's say, fluff, to say the least, to not dig too deep into his record or his opponent's record. All right, so let's drop into the favorite, which is going to be big Vegas favorite, Adrien Broner. First things first, my man. Your time is ticking. You've had some losses in your career. It seems every time you've stepped up, you've come out short. Tremendous talent. Not gonna deny that. But step number 1, time is ticking in more ways than one. You need a win. You need to win big. All right. You need a knockout. Just need to show that you're on that level. You have to get some interest from the fight fans to want to see you against another top opponent. So time is ticking. We're waiting on you, Broner. We know you got what it takes. We know you have the skill set. So let's do it. All right. 2, attack often. Make sure that you're attacking often. Make sure that you are not waiting. It comes times where you're too in front of someone waiting for them to shoot. You have your shoulder roll going on, but there's not much going on. You wait for someone to shoot, and then you try to shoot after. Attack often. Let's make you a come forward fighter. Let's make you someone that's going to be being the aggressor, pushing the guy back. Because let's be realistic. This guy in theory, should not be in the same ring as you if you see yourself as a top contender, top, someone that should be fighting champions. Don't wait. That's step number 3. Very, very simple. What I mean by don't wait is don't wait and play the catch and shoot game. You have to initiate the opponent's offense sometimes by being there, being in range, and then you shoot out a jab, have him try to counter, and then you coming up with something on your own. But just don't wait in front of the guy. Don't just throw lazy jabs. Initiate, and break this guy down. All right. We believe in you. We know that this guy shouldn't be in the ring. The Vegas thinks so as well. Vegas actually thinks, that you should win by knockout. So you know what? Prove it to not just Vegas. Prove it to everyone else. Prove to the fight fans that you have a little something. Yes, be a showman, but don't let it get out of hand. Make sure you press the issue. Get this guy out of here. Show that he's not supposed to be in the ring with you. And you'll come out with the victory that night. And on to bigger and better things. Potentially another fight with the top contender or for a belt. All right. So come on, Broners. Focus and you'll be fine. On to our opponent. The Vegas underdog. And the Vegas underdog is a pretty big underdog in this fight. He was a plus 400, meaning you bet like $100, you get 400, you end up walking out by like 500 or something like that. We don't know much about you, but we do know about Adrien Broner. So a couple things that we've seen in a couple of his losses is you need to attack, all right? Don't let him set up his attack. Don't let him get in front of you, start getting comfortable with the distance, with the shoulder roll. Don't let him start jabbing, throwing that jab, sticking that jab to the body, to the head. No. You push him back. You come throwing in, firing, throwing punches in bunches. And one of his things is don't wait to catch and shoot. You just keep attacking. If he counters, he counters. If he's not, keep attacking. Don't fix what's not broken, right? So just attack. Try to keep him in his back foot. Try to keep him rolling. If nothing is coming back, you know what? Attack. It's that simple. 2, don't let him be the bully in there. Don't hit him and let him go. Nope. And don't let him just get into his antics, okay? Anytime he tries to get in any rhythm, if he's trying to cut the ring off, if he's trying to come forward, throw a jab at him. Pop him in the head, feint, throw your feints, use your feints, and try to get him off of you because he will try to bully you. He will try to cut you off and tire you out by just coming in forward, applying that pressure, and getting you out of there. All right. Now, he will do it with accumulation of punches. It's boxing. He catches you with the right punch. It could be lights out for you and him. All right. But step number 3 is surprise him. And I don't mean surprise him like just pull the upset. I mean surprise him in your attack, in your approach. When you're throwing punches, if he can see it and it's coming in a straight line, boom, counter, he'll come up with his right hand as you saw the highlight reel from him against Paulie Malignaggi. Do something like what Maidana did. Push him back, throw jabs, come up with overhand right hands, stick it up top, right hand at the bottom, move around, but stay in forward, attack, surprise him with your attack, and then just do like Mikey Garcia. Stay nice and tight. Jab, jab, jab. If he goes too far back, attack the body, score your points, out the way. But keep your foot on that gas pedal. It's going to be an interesting fight if you can do these 3 things. You are the underdog, but you do this and you'll give yourself a chance to win, all right? You do have some knockouts on your record, so it is boxing. You do land that significant punch. Good things can happen for you. Now my favorite slide that I've ever done for my victory slide is Adrien Broner by, to be honest, he should win by knockout. He should get you some coin. I'm going to throw this right here. Should be easy money. And that's why he's taking this fight. This is all Broner right here. Look at him, just having fun, earning money. He should earn us money, by just way of money line. It should be a fight that he should, start his comeback trail, his comeback attempt to the top of the top, But anything can happen. Adrien Broner, at the end of the night, should be getting his hair brushed. By the way, at one point in our lifetime, that hairbrush did have a Twitter account. So Yeah, Bronner should be able to win and show these the fans, gain some interest and shows that he's still here, that he can still compete at the high level. Although he has backtracked a lot, it's his time to prove us wrong, so that he can continue on fighting in bigger cards, better cards against better opposition. Because this fight, you can say it's a tune-up fight. You can say they're gifting him a fight. But Jovanie, he's coming in with the approach that this is his time to shock the world. This is what he's been waiting for. He is about 30, 31 years old. So he feels like the time is right for him. He's right for the picking. And who knows, this could be that crossroad fight that propels Jovanie over and Adrien Broner. That's, we don't know what version of Bronner is getting in the ring. If the right version of Bronner is getting in there, the one that can actually counter and shoot when you shoot, Bronner should easily win. If it's the Bronner that sits and waits, keeps his hands up, and just shakes his head for 12 rounds when he's getting punched, then he'll lose. But my bet is going to be on Adrien Broner. I just don't know enough about Jovanie Santiago. But I mean, that's why we fight. I do know that Bronner can be a bit of a wall card. He's not at the wall card as, let's say, a Chavez Jr., but he's pretty up there. He's pretty up there. So with that being said, we got Adrien Broner. I don't know what the odds are for a knockout, but I would just sprinkle a little bit on the knockout and call it a day. There's not a lot of value in this bout, but it's something that we can, look into and make it interesting. So that's it for this episode of the Box Office. I do have a couple more coming out this week for Fight Week, and you'll hear from me soon, guys. Take care.